Hello dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening show today with your host Ram. In this Cricket Happening show, there was one match which was played in the Indian Premier League, which was a match between Chennai Super Kings and Delhi Daredevils. Now you know Chennai Super Kings suffered a big defeat at the hands of Kings 11 Punjab, who are the ones who are looking most powerful in the tournament so far. And today, this was a match which was played between Chennai Super Kings and Delhi Daredevils, and was played at the Sheikh Zayed Stadium here in Abu Dhabi. And this was the 8th match of the Indian Premier League 2014. Well, Chennai Super Kings registered their first win in the Indian Premier League 2014 when even though they put up a good score on the board of 177 for 7 of their 20 overs, but Delhi proved absolutely no match for the Chennai Super Kings batsmen, in the sense that the Delhi batsmen couldn't really come to the party. And finally, with a higher score of Jimmy Neesham contributing 22, this Delhi innings was totally wound up by the Chennai Super Kings for just 84 runs. So they were 84 all out. Thus, Chennai Super Kings registering their first victory, and what a win that was. It was a huge win for them, and this would have done their morale a great deal of good, because they beat the Delhi Daredevils by a huge margin of 93 runs. Now, just talking about the game here, it all started with the Chennai Super Kings actually winning the toss, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, and in fact deciding to bat first. Well, it all started with Dwayne Smith and McCullum coming in, but starting proceedings. But it was not easy, in the sense even though there were some runs scored, it was not pretty easy. The first wicket to go was Brendan McCullum. Jaydev Unadkat had him caught by the substitute Parnell for 9 of 10 balls with 1-4. That was the first wicket. After that, Smith Smith was really struggling, in the sense he was not really able to stroke the ball in the way that he normally does, and he really struggled at the crease. But Suresh Raina joined him, and Suresh Raina definitely, what he did is he combined with Smith to slowly push the scoring along, and they reached a score of 77 when Shahbaz Nadeem, the left-arm bowler, his left-arm spinner, picked up the wicket of Dwayne Smith, when Dwayne Smith was clean bowled by Shahbaz Nadeem for 29 of 28 balls with 3 fours, which made the score 77 for 2. And after that, Du Plessis joined Suresh Raina, and there was a brief flurry of runs coming in when Du Plessis joined Raina. Raina so far was actually doing a very good job of holding the innings together and also playing some strokes as and when an opportunity would arise. Du Plessis came in and joined Suresh Raina, and Du Plessis, well, as I said, that was a partnership which really was something which really lent a great momentum to this Chennai Super Kings innings, because at the stage when if you look at it, Suresh Raina departed at a score of 108. That was the third wicket which fell, but Suresh Raina had definitely done a lot of damage there by making 56 of 41 balls with 5 fours and 1 6. But one has to say the Delhi Daredevils bowling was good today. It was not really allowing the Chennai Super Kings batsmen to really free their arms. After that, Dhoni joined in, and Dhoni joined Du Plessis, and that was the time, that was the real acceleration, with Dhoni going after the bowling, also Du Plessis doing the same, and both of them did a good turn, because at a time, as I said, when Suresh Raina departed, the score was 108 for 3 in 14.4 overs, and in a matter of just, I would say, 16 deliveries, Dhoni and Du Plessis made 32 runs. They collected 32 runs of the 16 deliveries to take the score on to 141, with Dhoni really clubbing the ball pretty hard by contributing 32. But before that, Du Plessis was sent back to the pavilion by Mohammad Shami, as he was gone for 24 of 17 balls with 1-4 and 1-6. And after that, Dhoni was the one who went after the bowling. He really clubbed the bowlers all across the park to make a very useful 32 of 15 balls, 2 fours and 2 sixes. After that, it was Jadeja could contribute only 7 of 3 balls with 1 6. Mithun Manas was not out on 13. Ashwin was run out for 1. Ilfan has remained not out on not. And the Chennai Super Kings definitely accelerated towards the end and finally came up to a score of 177 for 7, which proved too much for the Delhi Daredevils. Now looking at the bowling, as far as the Delhi Daredevils were concerned, Dumini bowled 4 overs for 26. Mohammad Shami was a bit costly, 1 for 45 for him. Shahbaz Nadeem 3 overs, 1 for 29. Jaydev Unadkat 4 overs, no maiden, 3 for 32, picked up the wickets, 1 for 29 for Nisham, and Murli Vijay also bowled a single over in which he gave away 13 runs. As far as the Delhi Daredevils were concerned, for them it was Mayank Agarwal and Murli Vijay who opened the innings, and Murli Vijay continues to really struggle for form in this IPL as well, in IPL 2014, and after coming to the Delhi Daredevils has not really been able to contribute, and today it was Mohit Sharma. In fact, one has to say, defending the score of 177, the Chennai Super Kings bowlers were absolutely on the money. Whether it was Ishwar Pandey, whether it was Ben Hilfenhaus, or it was Mohit Sharma, everyone, Ishwar Pandey was absolutely on the money, there's no doubt about it, but Mohit Sharma was the one who provided the Chennai Super Kings with a breakthrough when he got rid of Murli Vijay, who was caught by Duplessis. Now that was a brilliant catch which was taken by Duplessis. Now Duplessis, as I said, was a brilliant catch taken. There were some other brilliant catches taken too by Suresh Raina, but Duplessis and Suresh Raina were the ones who really showed off their prowess in the field today. With Murli Vijay the first to go, caught Duplessis, bowled Sharma for 11 of 12 balls with 2 fours, and made the score 8. In fact, before Murli Vijay was out, the breakthrough was not provided by Mohit Sharma. Instead, it was the left-arm bowler Ishwar Pandey who provided them the breakthrough, the tall, the gangling bowler who provided the breakthrough, and Mayank Agarwal was sent back to the pavilion, caught by Raina for 2 of 7 balls. After that, Murli Vijay followed him, and both the openers were back into the pavilion with a score on 15 for 2. And suddenly Manoj Tiwari came in. Manoj Tiwari and Dinesh Karthik were at the as I said, Delhi Daredevils definitely are crippled. As I said, they still don't have Kevin Peterson in their ranks, which is very sad. And not only that, let me also tell you that even Chennai Super Kings, even though they won the match, they are also really crippled, because they not only have lost Dwayne Bravo for these matches, who is such an important plays such an important role, and till so far in all the Indian Premier League editions he has played a great role, and why not? He is a complete package, and it's really sad that the news which is coming in for Chennai Super Kings is absolutely nerve-wracking, because it has been said that Dwayne Bravo, because of his injury, is ruled out of this IPL, which is absolutely bad news. Unfortunately, this IPL, one could see that a lot of injuries, like Chris Gayle has not been playing for the RCB, Kevin Peterson is out due to injury for Delhi Daredevils, and now it's the turn of Dwayne Bravo to have been affected. So that is something that is not good at all as far as the IPL 2014 is concerned, because every team, according to me, needs to be in its full strength. If not, that is not really a test. In the sense, it is not a real. I wouldn't say it is a real test unless and until all the players are in full bloom. One really can't see. One is not really able to determine like whether a team was strong or not, because I know injuries are part and parcel, but as far as the IPL is concerned, I thought that each player has a value, and each player there has been a price put on each of the players, and if those players are missing, it really robs the IPL of some great value, unfortunately. Well, just veering away from here now, as I said, Manoj Tiwari was the next to go. When Ishwar Pandey, as I said, he was absolutely on money, he was bowling in the right areas, and once again Duplessis brought up a wonderful catch when Manoj Tiwari was gone for a duck. That made it 17 for 3. Now JP Dumini, who has been the mainstay for Delhi Daredevils so far, today couldn't do much. In fact, he really struggled because the team was in a very bad situation, and today Dumini couldn't really recreate the magic that he did in the previous 2 matches, as it was Wayne Smith with his military medium pace getting rid of JP Dumini for 15. It was LBW Ball Smith for 15 or 14 balls, made the score 42 for 4, and then more trouble for Delhi Daredevils. Even though Dinesh Karthik was in the crease, Ross Taylor was dismissed by Ben Hilfenhaus, as Dhoni behind the stumps took a neat catch, and he was gone for 6 of 6 balls with 1-4, which made that half the side of the Delhi Daredevils side were back in the pavilion with just 50 on the board. Dinesh Karthik, the captain, was in the middle, the stand-in captain. He was joined by Jimmy Neesham, and slowly there was some hope for Delhi Daredevils with this particular pair at the crease, with Dinesh Karthik and Jimmy Neesham, but they could go only as far as they briefly, I would say, they briefly stayed at the crease to really get the score on to 74. So 24 runs were added, but that was it. So just 24 runs added and the partnership was broken, as now it's the turn of Ravichandran Ashwin, who bowled so economically. In fact, he didn't even bowl his full quota because the Delhi Daredevils innings were wound up for 84. In fact, Ashwin, what he did is first he picked up the wicket. What a ball from Ashwin. Really got that ball to really come in, skidded through, and Dinesh Karthik's middle stump was hit. He was gone. He was a goner, and that was a big wicket. So Dinesh Karthik, the captain, Delhi Daredevils, was back into the pavilion, bowled Ashwin for 21 of 22 balls with 2 fours. So that made it 74 for 6. And Jimmy Neesham, all that he could do was contribute 22 of 15 balls before Jadeja took his wicket. He was gone for 22 of 15 balls with 2 fours. And then finally it was left to Jadeja and Ashwin to wrap up things, as Nadeem was a victim of Jadeja for 3. Mohammad Shami fell into the hands of McCallum on the bowling of Ashwin for 1. United was not out on 1. Nathan Coulter-Nile unfortunately was absent hurt, so he couldn't bat, and that was all over for the Delhi Daredevils. That they were all out for just 84 runs. Yes, definitely, Delhi Daredevils definitely missed the bowling services of Nathan Coulter-Nile, who has been bowling well so far in the IPL, Indian Premier League 2020. This is his first Indian Premier League that he's playing, but unfortunately today once again, today he was not a part of the Chennai Super Kings due to injury. And as I said, Chennai Super Kings registering a very huge win by a margin of 93 runs. Looking at the bowling, Ishwar Pandey was very impressive, and as I said, he was on the money. 4 overs, no maiden, 2 for 23 for him. Ben Hilfenhaus bowled 2 overs for 9 runs with 1 wicket. Mohit Sharma looked good, 3 overs, 1 for 17. Dwayne Smith captured 1 wicket for 14 of 2. Jadeja, 2.4 overs, no maiden, 2 for 18. And Ravichandran Ashwin only bowled 2 overs, but as economical as ever, giving away just 3 runs and picking up 2 good wickets. In fact, he picked up the wicket, very important wicket of Dinesh Karthik, and he also had Mohammad Shami. And the man of the match, went for Suresh Raina, because he not only held the innings but accelerated towards his end of the innings, and also another thing that Suresh Raina did, he showed his fielding prowess by taking superlative catches. So that's the precise reason he got the Player of the Match award. Now let's have a look at what is the next match which is coming in. Tomorrow we have another match which is coming in, and that match is going to be between, I'm just trying to see which is the match which is going to be played tomorrow. This is going to, I'm just looking at the schedule here. Yes, it is between the Kings 11 Punjab. Now Kings 11 Punjab, as you know, have been really, I would say, dominating the Indian Premier League 2014 so far, especially with 2 batsmen coming to mind, and that is Glenn Maxwell and David Miller. Glenn Maxwell comes in and bangs the bowling, and then David Miller comes in and finishes off. This has been the story, and this has been the success story, or the story of success as far as Kings 11 Punjab's domination of the IPL 2014 so far is concerned. But tomorrow they are taking on Sunrisers Hyderabad, so definitely I would say there's a lot of value for this particular match. I'm sure the crowds will be flocking in because they know for a fact that Glenn Maxwell is in some great form. What one has seen in this Indian Premier League 2014 as far as Glenn Maxwell is concerned, he has a change of approach. He is not overapped by any of the spin bowlers. He knows how to tackle them. Well, the other day we saw that Dhaval Kulkarni was from Mumbai Indians. He was actually having a strong leg side field for him, and a sweeper in position. And look at what Glenn Maxwell did. Whatever balls that Dhaval Kulkarni bowled on the onside, those balls were all put through the offside for boundaries. So such was the precision and such was the timing. And according to me, so far in this Indian Premier League, Glenn Maxwell and David Miller are looking the most dangerous batsmen so far. But tomorrow it's going to be another game. Yes, it is another game, another T20 match. But well, it is going to be played within Kings 11 Punjab and Sunrisers Hyderabad. It should be a good battle. It could be a battle between the pacer, the kingpin of the Sunrisers Hyderabad bowling, Dale Steyn, and he would be pitted against Glenn Maxwell, and also probably pitted against David Miller, his teammate, his countrymate. Well, but all in all, we are looking forward to that, and Kings 11 Punjab would be hoping that once again they keep the they keep the winning habit going tomorrow when they take on the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Well, on this note, and one more thing before I go, just a piece of cricket news which is coming in from Pakistan, and that is Moin Khan, the former player who was a part of the T20 World Cup for Pakistan, even though Pakistan couldn't make it to the finals. Moin Khan has been named not only the chief of selectors of the Pakistan Cricket Board, also he has been named as the manager of the Pakistan cricket team. So he has been given two titles, so he has a huge responsibility. He is not only the chief selector of the Pakistan cricket team, he is also the manager of the Pakistan cricket team. So that would really, I think that is something which is really unheard of. But well, good luck to Moin Khan. So Moin Khan would have all the Pakistani boys under him, and he would definitely keep a close eye on them to see how talent can be nurtured as far as Pakistan cricket is concerned. Well, dear fans and subscribers, on this note, I definitely have to end my cricket show for today. Hope you all liked it, and that's it. Just keep enjoying my cricket show as usual, the Cricket Happening show. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully, as far as tomorrow is concerned, probably it would be a match report, or probably it would be a cricket update on the match which is coming up tomorrow, which is between Kings 11 Punjab versus the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Well, until then, it's goodbye from your host Ram. Thank you.